topic is congenital adrenal hyperplasia, very important topic for the NEET PG, also very important topic in the pediatrics and the gynecology. So here we're going to discuss about the congenital adrenal hyperplasia, which is a disease of adrenal hyperplasia which occurs in a baby congenitally, which could be because of an over excessive growth of the adrenal, which will lead to the excessive productions of the androgen, and this disease could also lead to the in successive year in the hirsutism or in the viralization. Now, what is congenital adrenal hyperplasia? It basically a familiar or an inherited disorder which affects the adrenal gland. It basically a congenital and also a genetical disorder which occur because of an autosomal recessive 21 hydroxylase enzyme impairment. So here we have to remember the enzyme name, that is the mostly the important enzyme is 21 hydroxylase enzyme impairment, which lead to the overproduction of the adrenal gland, which lead to the adrenal hyperplasia. So it is commoner in consanguineous marriages also. So it is there are different types of CH also. The first type it is the deficiency of a hormone named 21 hydroxylase, and there are some other causes also of 11 hydroxylase deficiency, but mostly we have to remember the 21 hydroxylase deficiency, which is also related with the gene which is CYP21. So it is having classical state where the salt wasting occur, and there is simple virilization also. Now there is a non-classic one is also, and in others there we have to remember the others name, that is the 11 hydroxylase deficiencies. Now what are the clinical manifestation of this disease? The cortisol deficiency is going to be there, hypoglycemia, inability to withstand the stress. The aldosterone deficiency is also going to be there, that is hyponatremia, hyperkalemia, vomiting. Androgen excess is also lead to ambiguous genitalia, that is the two type of genitalia in present, male and female, and it could be virilization also, hirsutism also. Now the late onset CAH will lead to their normal genitalia, but it will lead to an acne, hirsutism, and the irregular menses in the woman. Now what are the investigation we basically conduct? We basically conduct the karyotyping, that is we basically determine what kind of sex chromosome the patient is having. We determine we take the abdominal ultrasound to detect the presence of uterus, cervix and vagina, which will later on lead to the uterus herniation also. Now the serum 17 hydroxyprogesterone is also calculated to know the amount of this hormone. If it is present, it is indicated of a CAH. Now, what is a diagnosis? Like a biochemical diagnostic study, there is going to be, we're going to find there going to be a 17 oxyhydroxyprogesterone will going to be elevated, and that is going to be about 0.25 milligram IV bolus of ACTH we will take after 60 minutes. So this is the parameter on which we will going to diagnose that whether it is a CAH or not. That because we have to manage it early to prevent the causes of the later causes like virilism and hirsutism. Now what is a glucocorticoid? That is divided in 3 doses. We're going to this is how we're going to manage. Like we first monitor the serum concentration of the adrenaline precursors, that is the 17 OH. Now different stressful state is also going to take. We're going to give it a 3 times higher doses, and mineral corticoid therapy is also being started. Now we also monitor the serum sodium and potassium levels. The surgical contraindications of the ambiguous genitalia in 1 to 2 years is also going to be taken. Now we have to remember that CYP21 genotyping we also performed in a family history to know that these or the following childbirth will lead to a presence of congenital adrenal hyperplasia. The treatment is basically with the dexamethasone. Basically we suppress the fetal ACTH, and it will lead to the induce androgen production, and basically the aim of the treatment is to reduce the ACTH hormone overproduction, so that we can control the development of the further complications like hirsutism. Now what are the complications of it? Like in female, they're going to be a breast enlargement, they're going to be late menarche, amenorrhea, irregular menses, or there might be a reduced insulin sensitivity also, and it could also lead to PCOS, that is polycystic ovarian syndrome. Now in males, this will lead to oligospermia, that is deficient sperm count or testicular tumor. So this is all about the congenital adrenal hyperplasia. Thank you.